Welcome back, fight fans. You know what today is? We have our UFC 306 predictions. I feel like we haven't done a UFC video in so long. We've just been wrapped up in football. It's good to be back. Look at those. Look at those Sean O'Malley face tattoos. Gotta love them. Gotta love them. Y'all know what we're going to do. We're going to select our favorite prelim, and we're going to do our prediction on that. We're going to lead into the main card. We're going to talk about the fights. We're going to see who we like, who we don't like. We're going to look at the Vegas odds, and we're going to make some picks. Our favorite prelim, now I'm not going to lie, guys, this card's not that great. I'm not going to lie. For a card Dana White did nothing but hype up, this card is not spectacular. It's really top, like really top heavy. I mean, leading off the main card is a guy's second fight in the UFC. But let's get into this early prelim real quick. We have Raul Rojas Jr. and look how they're starting me off. I'm gonna attempt to say this name, Aoriqleng. Yep, there we go. I'm going Raul Rojas Jr. Not even gonna sit on this one long. I think it's weird he's leading off the early prelims. I'm sure it has something to do with him being so young and them doing the history of Mexican fighting. So we'll see how that goes. I'm going Raul Rojas Jr. If I'm going to put a by what? Probably submission. So have that what you will. There's no Vegas odds on it. I'm sure Raul is going to be absolutely favored. Starting off the main card, we have Ronaldo Rodriguez, speaking of someone who's only had one fight in the UFC, against Ode Osborne, who is an absolute seasoned vet. Rodriguez coming off a win by submission, first fight in the UFC. He does have 7 KOs, 5 submissions in his MMA career. Ode Osborne, on the other hand, on a 2-fight skid, looking to get back in the win column. There's no Vegas odds on this one, so you know what we're going to do? We're going to Google that real quick because we're going to get the full outlook. I don't know why they don't put the odds on here sometimes. Ronaldo, Rodriguez, Odie, Osborne, Vegas odds. All right, so Rodriguez is favored by 175. I figured it would be something like that. 2-fight skid. Osborne probably, if I was going to assume, has more losses in his UFC career than wins. I'm going Ronaldo Rodriguez on this one. My potential favorite, can't say favorite fight on the card. I think this one has the aura to be a great fight. Daniel Zellhuber taking on Esteban Ribovics. Daniel Zellhuber, 3-fight win streak, no knockouts in the UFC, and that is going to be a massive key factor against Esteban Ribovics. He is a good decision fighter. A majority of his fights, I think 4 out of his 5 fights in the UFC have been decisions. One was a submission. Esteban Ribovics, if y'all don't remember who that is, he had Terrence McKinney laying up against the cage like he was one of those, I don't know, Five Nights at Freddy's dolls that you're supposed to just sit there and watch so they don't move. Bro was slumped against the cage, okay? He was cooked. Head kick, beautiful. Potential knockout of the year. I'm not going to lie. I think it's up there for knockout of the year with Justin Gaethje. Oh, I forget my other knockout of the year. It was actually a really solid fight. Good prospect too. Anyways, Esteban Ribovics absolutely has the power. The fact he's a 225 underdog absolutely blows my mind. Daniel Zellhuber, you know, he's going to coast through. He's going to have to sit in there and strike with Ribovics. I think Ribovics is going to get the knockout. Give me Ribovics as my underdog. Next, we have Brian Ortega and Diego Lopes. Long-awaited debut. Well, not debut. Long-awaited, how should I put this? Long-awaited matchup. We've been wanting this. We were supposed to get this, what, 2 UFCs ago? Brian Ortega, was Brian Ortega stepping in for someone? And then, no. They were supposed to fight, and then Brian Ortega couldn't make weight, so they changed the weight. And then Brian Ortega had to pull out that day or the day before. I think it was that day. He had to pull out that day. And Dan 50K Ige stepped in and gave us an absolute banger on hours' notice. That's what we love to see. Both these guys, Really, really similar fighters, really good on the ground. They can stand up and bang if they need to. You have Brian Ortega coming off a massive submission win against Yair Rodriguez, and he's got so much experience in the octagon. He's fought guys from Volkanovski, Max Holloway, Cub Swanson. He's just got the experience in the octagon. You have Diego Lopes, one of our favorite up and coming fighters in the game. I think it's going to be a heater. Speaking of a heater, he's on a 4-fight heater, 4-fight win streak, KOs, submissions, and subs all through the UFC career. Like I said, both solid guys. It pains me. Well, one, I don't think Diego. Well, I guess Diego Lopes the favorite, coming off a more recent victory. He's looking good. He's on a streak. Give me Brian Ortega. I'm feeling Brian Ortega in this one. If Brian Ortega loses this, I feel like it's kind of a passing of the torch. Brian Ortega won't be done. It won't be the last we see of Brian Ortega. I think he's absolutely a dog, and we're gonna see him keep fighting in the UFC. I feel like it's a little passing of the torch. Next, we have Alexa Grasso. We're already at our co-main event, by the way. I'm just not feeling this card. If y'all are feeling this card, let me know down in the comments. Alexa Grasso, Valentina Shevchenko. Now, these girls are going to put on an absolute performance. The one difference is Shevchenko can go in there and get the knockout. This fight is going to be a pick'em. It's already 112, 108. This is probably the hardest fight for me to pick on the card. My soul's telling me Alexa Grasso. My mind is telling me Valentina Shevchenko. I really don't know. Oh, this is a hard one. Who's Shevchenko? I mean, when you look at their last fights, draw doesn't have anything here. I'm assuming this is where Grasso beat Shevchenko for the belt. Shevchenko split decision, KO, decision. That's back in 2020. I mean, KO. Grasso a different beast, though. I can't lie to you. She's just a different animal. God, I want to see Valentina dance in that octagon one more time. I hope we get to see that. I think Alexa Grasso is winning this fight. I can't lie to you. I cannot lie to you. Decision, submission, decision. She got what it takes to go the distance. That's what worries me. I feel like she needs to go in there and try to submit Valentina. She really needs to go in there and try to submit Valentina. I would not want to go to the distance with Valentina. I feel like she has that, can have some insane output. I'm going Valentina Shevchenko. I'm sorry. I'm going Valentina Shevchenko. I'm doing it. That's official. Lock me in, Valentina Shevchenko. Last but not least, main event, we have Sean O'Malley and Merab Dvalishvili. Like I said, those face tattoos are crazy, Sean. What? ESPN fires Shannon Sharp? That's crazy. Anyways, a little news for a different side of sports. Sean O'Malley, Merab. Sean O'Malley coming off a brutalizing win over Marlon Vera, coming off a win over Sterling, like Aljamain Sterling. I almost said Sterling Shepard, thinking about Shannon Sharp. Coming off an amazing win over Aljamain Sterling. You have Merab beating Cejudo, Peter Yan. Here's my thing with this Merab-Sean matchup. I had Merab as the winner all the way through up until about a week ago. I was watching film. Merab likes to get sat in that chair a lot. He likes to get hit on that chin. He'll sit in that chair. Now, the thing with O'Malley, when he sits you in that chair, you might not get back up. And I think Sean just has the reach. I think he has the precision. I think he has the cardio to keep Merab away, to get up when Merab takes him down, as we saw with Peter Yan. And I think Sean is going to find that chin, and I think he's going to sit Merab down. And I don't know if Merab's getting back up. So personally, I am going Sean Sugar Show O'Malley for the dub in the main event. So let's get a little run through of all of our winners. Give me Sean O'Malley, Valentina Shevchenko, Brian Ortega. Give me Esteban Ribovics. Give me Who did I pick in this one? Ronaldo Rodriguez, and last but not least, our favorite prelim on the card. Give me Raul Rojas Jr. I think this card's going to be good. I don't know if this card is going to live up to what Dana is hyping it up to be, but I think it's going to be a solid card nonetheless. Y'all let me know y'all's favorite upset on the card down in the comments. Don't forget, like and follow.